Alright, so this is just a quick test of how speed boosts stack with the heavy debuff as a follow-up to a video I just saw from Caetsu, in which it was speculated that it might be multiplicative. So the idea here is that I've picked out two patches of flowers here in the Aurum Vale that I'll move between, first at normal speed, then with sprint, then with heavy, and then with heavy and sprint at the same time. And then hopefully an idea can be gained just from looking at those number differences. Further testing might be required afterwards. This isn't exactly a Swiss or surgical precision test, since it's a bit harder to line up a straight line here than it is in an area where you can just go from wall to wall, easily align the camera and not have any rudder or obstacles. The final part here is also done as a scholar, since sprint itself does not last long enough to run the distance. Alright, so the main thing one can see here is that sprint plus heavy sits at about 80% of the normal speed, which would indicate that if we look at the heavy itself, that's 50%, and sprint should be 30%, but the pure sprint test was a bit off in that regard. But assuming that I actually made good use of the sprint here, then that would be the minus 50% and the plus 30% going together additively for minus 20% to hit that 80%, and that would fit the result here. Furthermore, if they were to stack multiplicatively, one would expect the sprint plus heavy to be half the speed of sprint, which it is not. And because of that, it seems more likely from this that the stacking is additive.